In this case study, I'm going to show you how I increased a client's sales by over $115,000 using one simple email to a dead list, and exactly how you can do it too. Hey, it's Timothy Marc here, and did you know you could be sitting on $100,000 worth of hidden sales? Your email list is a potential untapped gold mine if you know how to extract the gold. And in this case study, I'm going to walk you through a strategy I used for a client that resulted in new orders worth $115,000 and 30 replies, which turned into sales discussions. He also got 105 very valuable survey responses, and this gave us just incredible unknown insights about his customers and exactly what they wanted to buy, so we could kind of use that information to sell more stuff. But you can achieve similar exciting results with really minimal effort in any industry. Let me show you how. So I call this the 3-phase value bomb offer, and here's the 3 phases that we're going to be using together. Phase number 1, we create a value bomb offer that they can't refuse. Phase number 2, we create a deep data extraction survey, I know this sounds fancy, but we're going to get into it. And phase 3, you just get to sit back and let the orders and responses flood in. All right, let's get into it. Phase number 1, create a value bomb offer that they cannot refuse. Now, of course, first you're going to need your email list, and this could be your past customer list or a current marketing list, or both, your entire email list. And don't worry, it doesn't matter how big or how small your email list is. You can expect anywhere from a 1% to a 10% plus response rate, depending on your industry, how warm your list is, and exactly what we're going to offer them. We'll get into that. So next you need to think about your overall goals with a campaign like this. Now, maybe you want to make more sales, or maybe you just want the data on your list to learn what they want to buy so you can sell them some more stuff later. And in the case of our new client that we did this for, Slyletica, our main goal was to gather the marketing data. And Slyletica, great business, they do activewear. They do the e-commerce activewear. So this data that we get would allow us to create really killer marketing campaigns in the future. But this tactic, as you can see, worked so well that we ended up with a buying frenzy anyway, all right? Now, here's where most people kind of completely fail at this stuff. If you were to just send an email to your list that said, please fill out our survey, that's what 99% of other businesses do. You're always sending emails and it's just like, please do this, please do that. You're asking for something from the list. And almost nobody is going to want to fill out your survey, all right? Do you like filling out surveys? No one likes filling out surveys because you've got absolutely no incentive, and your email list has no incentive to fill out your survey. It's like going up to someone in the street and saying with a clipboard, you know those clipboard people, will you fill out this? And 99 times out of 100, you're going to get rejected. So how do we get your list to fill out this all-powerful survey, and how do we get them to get reignited and love you again and potentially lead to some orders right off one email? Well, what we're going to do is use the power of a free gift, okay? And you can see some examples. I'll put them up here on the screen for you. Some examples of free gift. Even this one, I recently saw on Facebook, free giveaway. And you're probably seeing a lot of these offers, these free plus shipping offers. But as you can see, the whole thing behind this is free gets attention, whether it's free gift, free giveaway, whatever it is, okay? So you need to think of something, and we need to create something together that we can give away for free. And in this case, what we did with Slyletica was obviously offer up a free hoodie, a free product that they offer. Now you need to choose your free gift, and it can be anything from a free product that you have, if you've got an e-commerce store, for example. It can be a free consultation or training if you've got an info product or a consulting biz. It can be a special discount or promo code, okay? Again, e-commerce. It can be a free mock-up or design if you're doing things like online services. And again, we decided to do free hoodies because obviously Slyletica sell activewear. And they agreed to give out all these free hoodies because I explained to them that this was an investment. This is a marketing investment, okay? Yes, it does cost a little bit of money to ship out all this free product, but again, what you get in return is way more valuable because we can use that data from the survey to create killer marketing campaigns in the future that literally 10x the results and the spend that you're going to use here. This data is so important. So that's the first step, okay? Deciding on what your free offer is, okay? And then step 2, we need to craft your value bomb email. And this is the fun part, all right? So here, I'm going to put it on the screen now, the offer that I crafted for Slyletica, and feel free to use this template. You can actually get it through the post that's linked below. You can use this free template in yours as well. So let me throw it up. Here's the email, and as you can see, I've got hey first name, and remember to include the first name for your autoresponder there. Can I send you a free Slyletica hoodie as a gift? Now you'll see that the emphasis is on the words free and gift. There's the picture of the hoodie there, and that image is for illustration and excitement. Then I've got, yes, I'll even pay shipping, and yes, they suit guys and girls unisex. And that's a cool thing there too. I was actually answering the objections that are probably in their mind as they read through. We've got a call to action there, click here to claim yours, which goes to the survey. We're giving these away because we're reaching out for more information from our email VIPs like you. Okay, so just a friendly reason why we're actually doing this campaign, okay? So you'll just need to fill out the form to get yours. After you've filled out the form, I'll ship your hoodie right to you. You have to hurry though. I'm looking at the boxes here in our warehouse right now, and they're going to go fast. Click here to claim yours. All right, so getting them involved in the story, just saying, hey, I'm a cool guy. I'm looking at all these boxes of hoodies. I'm gonna send you these hoodies for free. Just have to fill out this survey. And there's a bit of an urgency statement in there as well, which I'll talk about in a second. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to hit reply and shoot me a message. Cheers, Simon. And then a PS. A little side note is a PS in an email is almost the most read thing. So if you don't use PSs, make sure you put a PS and put your most important thing in the PS. It works really, really well. So PS here, these free hoodies aren't going to last. Make sure you go here and fill out your details, and I'll send to you ASAP. So there was a lot of urgency in that, and there was a lot of cool stuff. So if you haven't written one of these emails before, you can just copy mine. But as you can see in the example, it hits on a few key marketing triggers, all right, that you can use too. For example, the urgency that I discussed. That's really important in marketing and in any marketing campaign because it gives your prospect a reason to act now, okay? Rather than just like, oh, free hoodie, cool, I'll close that and do it later. There's urgency around it, and every great marketing campaign needs urgency. So that's why we sprinkled that in there. And here's some other tips on how to structure your email. Number 1, include the words free and gift in the subject line for maximum open rates, all right? For some reason, psychologically, and this has been proven and tested in the past, the words free and giveaway or free and gift work great. So those in the subject line will get your email opened much faster. Tip number 2 is use an enticing image of the product in the email somewhere if it has an image, all right? If you're doing a free consultation or something like that, no need for that. But an enticing image always kind of works really well and tests out well. Another tip is answer any objections that you may perceive to be in the reader's mind as they go through. Remember, most people, especially when they get an email from a business, their bullshit detector goes off. They're like, oh, he's giving me something for free. What's the catch? All right. So that's why we put in there, we're giving these away because we're reaching out for more information from our VIPs like you. All right. Even calling them VIPs is a great way to go about it. So there needs to be that reason why. And remember, everyone's got their bullshit detectors. So you need to answer those bullshit detections as they go off. And another tip is, of course, include some sort of urgency statement or reason why they need to act now. And use at least 3 calls to actions, all right? If you don't know what a calls to action is, it's just whatever you want them to do. So we want them to click and get the survey or fill out the survey. So we've got 3 clear places they can click to do that. Just swipe my email if you want to use that as well. Now you'll know that you've really nailed it when you read the email and you think nobody in their right mind could refuse this free offer, all right? That's when you've got it, that's when phase one's over, and that's when you're ready for phase number two, to create a deep data extraction survey, all right? We're really just extracting the gold mine of data that's probably sitting there in your survey. People sitting there wanting to tell you what they want to buy, all right? Best thing to do. So the genius of surveys is they allow you to get this real data from the clients themselves, as opposed to you and your team, sitting around trying to come up with ideas to make more money. Well, you simply can just ask the list and they'll tell you what they want, and that means money to you, all right? Producing what they want. So you're essentially replacing, guesswork, any guesswork in your business, with literally guarantees, all right? This is why this is so valuable. And surveys are even better than talking to your customers face to face, because they can really express how they feel about your products. And you can get insanely powerful data that really helps you create killer marketing campaigns. For example, your audience may use certain phrases or certain known keywords that you don't use in your marketing. So I'm going to put it on the screen here. Here's a bunch of keywords that were used in our survey for Slyletica. And as you can see there's words like comfortable, activewear, brand, colors, clothing. They were some really common words that we were seeing that we should use and include in our marketing, because they're the words that resonate with our type of market, okay? Now we can use this type of information and you can see how one simple survey can save you months, probably thousands of dollars of marketing trial and error. And here's my proven framework that you can use to craft one of these surveys, okay? First thing, you need to incorporate who, what, where, and why questions. These are the ones that kind of show the demographics of the person, and that's the name, age, email, where they live, those sorts of things. The next one that you want to do is kind of what questions, all right? And that's what features, benefits, qualities do they want in a product like yours? And you can see that I've got them here, and we've actually separated them out as a scale from not important to very important. And that's things, especially for this activewear, it was things like fabric quality, the design of the garment, the fit of the clothing, those types of things, okay? So that was our what type questions. Then we've got why type questions. Why do they want the product? What goal does the product help them achieve? What pain or problem does that product actually solve for them? And we've got stuff like, what were the main reasons you were buying activewear? There's a multiple choice there, to sell as a brand, etc., etc. And then where are they finding out about these products? Or where are they researching these products, okay? And you can see our question here is, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, blogs, etc. So essentially what we're doing here with these questions is we're finding out some key information, like what platforms are best for us to start advertising on, all right? If, they're finding out more about, this activewear on Google, then we would concentrate our advertising efforts on Google. And if they say Facebook, then we'd concentrate on Facebook, okay? And we're also looking in at things like, what is the customer's, big dreams, goals, frustration, and getting them to describe it in their own words. So it's really important to include open-ended questions like this one. Any other thoughts and what you want from your activewear that you haven't seen before, all right? Because those open-ended responses allow them to describe what they want in their own words, and you can then use that very effectively in your marketing campaigns. And I personally use SurveyMonkey. I've used it for years to create and deploy surveys. So I highly recommend that. There'll be a link below this video to SurveyMonkey too. So at this point, all right, you've got your value bomb offer and you've got your survey. Now it's time for you to fire it off and find the buried gold. This is phase 3. Sit back and let the orders and responses flood in. So once you deploy your survey to your email list, you want to track it for 24 hours or so, okay? We wanted to get rid of 100 of these hoodies, okay? That was our budget for this. So we did that within the first 24 hours. And keep an eye on your open rates and your click rates for your email. Depending on how dead your list actually is, you want to aim for an open rate of at least 10% and a click rate of at least 3%. And you'll be in really good shape if your free offer converts above 1%. All right, it should convert more than that, but you're in great shape if it converts above 1%. All right, then you just log into your SurveyMonkey account, and again, what we got with Slyletica in 24 hours was 105 survey responses, $115,000 worth of new orders, 30 replies which turned into sales discussions. And all this happened because of how cool you looked, giving something for free and just looking like a cool guy, all right? Sending out this, free offer, all girl. And this is all from a dead list. So let me show you quickly some of the examples of the insightful data that you can get using a campaign like this. Let me put it up on the screen. So what we learned was that the majority of clients for Slyletica, they actually wanted to sell the clothing as a brand, okay? And it's great to see this sort of data and visualize it, because now Slyletica can go and focus on marketing to the right type of customers. And there's a great book on this actually by Perry Marshall called 80-20 Sales and Marketing. And what he says is you should be focused on the 20% of customers who drive 80% of your revenue. And in this case, it's very clear, and looking at who Slyletica actually sells to, the people that sell Slyletica's activewear as a brand are their most valuable. So Sly can now ignore marketing to other segments that they have, like sporting clubs. So the message is stronger, and they're able to market to exactly who they want to sell to, all right? The other thing we learned, I'll put it up on the screen, is that most people learn about their activewear from Instagram and Facebook. So this is absolutely gold, because now we, as the marketing business, can go and choose the right platforms to advertise on. And this isn't gonna save you thousands of wasted advertising spend on the wrong platform, okay? So when we go to set up Slyletica's ad campaigns, we'll be focused on those platforms to start with. And one of the other things we learned was what the customers value about their activewear. Let me put that up. And what's really, really interesting is that price was actually the lowest factor, okay? Remember, this is about eliminating the guesswork. Now, what we would have originally thought if we were all just sitting around a table talking about the marketing is that people really care about price, all right? We think that people care about price all the time, but as the data says here, price was actually the lowest factor. And imagine finding that out in your business, that you could potentially raise your prices without affecting your sales at all, okay? So that's where the data gets interesting, and it gets even more interesting when you check out some of these open-ended responses. These open-ended responses allow you to really find out, as I've said, what they want in their own words. And Slyletica's, what we could see here is, you guys do the lot, product and branding, one-stop shop, that's important for my business. And one thing that showed up a lot actually as well was, from Slyletica, more diversity from standard black base colors. So they wanted more colors. And this type of thing and this type of information, this type of data makes making kind of business decisions, like for the managers and the directors in Slyletica, makes business decisions a lot easier. It's simply about listening to what the people want and providing what the people want, all right? So now, after doing this, you'll have plenty of data for demographics, name, age, location, all that sort of stuff, so you can really laser target your marketing. You'll also have data on ad headline and sales copy angles for all your marketing. You'll have data for feature and benefit copy for your sales and product pages. You'll know what ad platforms are the best for you to advertise on. And you'll also know what new products to release or potential opportunities to exploit, okay? And possibly the coolest benefit is that the desire for your products and the warmth of your list after doing a campaign like this has now skyrocketed, all right? Everyone now loves you again, okay? So now over to you. I'm really curious to see if you can beat the results that I actually got here for one of my clients, Slyletica, using the same formula, all right? Please have a go at this campaign and let me know in the comments section below how it worked for you. I look forward to hearing from you. Cheers. So I hope you enjoyed that little video in Freedom Business. If you liked it, hit subscribe so you can stay in tune with all the updates. And if you want to go a little bit deeper in all this, I offer up free training. So if you click over here, you'll get access to my free training that I reserve for my private little members. So go over there and you'll get it for free as well. See you in there.